I'm Orcenith Smith, the conductor of the Philharmonic Orchestra of Indianapolis, the city's largest volunteer orchestra. On Sunday, October the 19th at 3 p.m. at the Pike Performing Arts Center, the Philharmonic will be performing its Fall Family Concert. Featured on the program will be stunningly beautiful music from Tchaikovsky's Sleeping Beauty Ballet and a tip of the hat to Halloween with Mussorgsky's Night on Bald Mountain. Also on the program will be Danzón No. 2 by composer from Mexico Arturo Márquez, Brahms' Hungarian Dance No. 1, and the Dream Pantomime and Evening Prayer from Hansel and Gretel. To explain and demonstrate some of the beautiful harp passages from these works is our own harpist, Emily Hayes.
Hi, I'm Emily Hayes and I play harp in the Philharmonic. Playing harp in an orchestra environment is a very interesting challenge. Typically, when you think about the instruments, there's a lot of individual players within each section, especially the strings. However, for harp, there's typically only one or two harps. So it is a bit of a challenge to make sure that parts are heard, as well as whenever composers write music for harp is typically more exposed. So the harp, this is a concert grand harp. So they come in all kinds of different sizes, from small lap harps that you think of when you think of David playing the harp, all the way up to this is the largest harp. It has 47 strings. It also has 7 pedals, one for each note of the scale. And when you're thinking about the keys on a piano, how there's white keys and black keys, the pedals kind of act like those black keys. So there's 3 slots for each note. So there's a flat, natural, and sharp. So whenever there's a lot of accidentals in the music or more chromatic pieces, that's a lot more difficult to do on the harp than many other instruments. The harp strings are plucked as opposed to using a bow like with many of the other string instruments. And just by nature of the harp and the way it's constructed, the sound that comes out of it definitely is a lot quieter than, say, a brass instrument. So this concert actually has a lot of different harp parts. Night on Bald Mountain, as well as Sleeping Beauty. And Sleeping Beauty actually has a solo harp part in it, which isn't the most frequent thing that you hear. So I'm going to play the solo harp part from Sleeping Beauty. So this passage features a lot of arpeggios, which is something that's very common on the harp. So a lot of notes moving very quickly. And one of the biggest challenges is making the sound equal between the bass and the treble clef. So the treble clef just tends to be louder, don't have to play quite as loud, so you really have to enunciate more on the lower part of the harp so it can be heard equally. But overall, just lots of notes and the speed make it a challenge. This is the theme from the Evening Prayer from Hansel and Gretel.
We hope you can join us Sunday, October the 19th at 3 p.m. at the Pike Performing Arts Center for the Philharmonic's Fall Family Concert. Tickets can be purchased online at philharmonicindy.org or at the door.